Just so you know the details of the story, Christina Yuna Lee was stabbed more than 40 times, was found naked from the waist up. This is according to prosecutors at the arraignment of her alleged killer. The suspect, identified by police as 25-year-old Asamad Nash, was found hiding under a bed. This was all in the criminal complaint, and he was taken into custody. Asamad Nash is a career criminal, somebody who many people, this is the young woman who was stabbed to death in her own home by a man who followed her home in New York City, who should not have been on the streets. But you see, what the lunatic left has done in this country is pretend that criminal justice reform is about making sure people don't go to prison for selling a little weed here or there. That's what they say. But it's really about being soft on crime in general, treating criminals, I'm talking about hardened, violent criminals, as a societal problem. It's not really their fault. That's not the choices that they've made. So we all have to suffer the consequences collectively, at least people who live in neighborhoods where they don't have armed guards patrolling and fences to keep out, the undesirables who may commit crimes. Stunning to see how this plays out in city after city all across the country. Asamad Nash, the alleged murderer here, was out on supervised release. Okay, so when we say he shouldn't have been out on the street, we really mean it. For 3 other criminal cases, he has been arrested 7 times in the past 7 years. This is a criminal. This is a person who any judge or prosecutor who is being rational would say, we need to take off the streets as a matter of public safety. Instead, he was on supervised release, and now a young woman is dead after being horrifically stabbed to death in her own apartment. This story is indicative. This is emblematic, unfortunately, of what has happened all across the country ever since Democrats got this momentum for not only defund police, but ending mass incarceration, and pushed all these Soros-backed progressive prosecutors into major city prosecutors' offices all across America. This has been a nightmare in slow motion. We have all seen it occurring in cities day in. And by the way, not just big cities. Mid-sized to small cities, too, have seen major increases. Here's the January year-over-year increase in crime in New York City alone. Theft up 91.5%, robbery up 33%, shootings 31%, rape 26%, felony 12.3%. Overall, a 38% rise in crime year over year in New York City. Now keep in mind, last year was a record jump in crime overall in New York. And now we can use New York as an example of what is playing out in Houston, in San Francisco, in Portland, in Chicago. So many of the Philadelphia. Philadelphia set its all-time murder record since they've been keeping records last year. What is going on? You have Democrats in charge in these places, and the politics shifted, and now a lot more people are dead.